across midfield inside the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. First and goal. A good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
First down and goal to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games. But he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dallas.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Here's a second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Prescott now. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll try to pick it up himself. But he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is third and 10. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
He's got Granson, his tight end.
It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson,
40 yards.
and the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The fly route works for the TD Brown.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Prescott to throw it. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
3rd and 8.
Ryan Fenwick. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cowboys first down. A gain of 12. First down, Cowboys.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Left side to Lamb.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Cowboys first down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Going to be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
27-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll take this and run.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slant at the end. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10.
Brown goes in motion left.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 22-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Garrett's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cowboys, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
And the Cowboys, first down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10.
Prescott.
7-yard line.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Complete to George Pickens.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 44 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
A gain of 13 yards.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
Throwing. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, we can repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
They'll set up a throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 41 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in the first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nice little juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 21-3 is your score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final down.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
With a 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21 to 3. 21 to 10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21 to 3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On play action, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cowboys, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dallas.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
They'll drop the throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
third down.
Prescott yet again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Prescott now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott off play action. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cowboys first down.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, 28 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and it makes the score 21 to 10.
Cowboys 10.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Eagles first down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yards. That's good for the Eagles.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Cowboys 30-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson,
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
and the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Prescott.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Cowboys first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cowboys.
Now a handoff running left. This is Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing is Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have one of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call. I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 59-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And out now come the Cowboys. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The busy night continues for Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice run defense presented there. And what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
And the Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
Throw left side, held in by Pickens. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Cowboys first.
Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Prescott.
She'll give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
9 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Williams will try again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
8 yards on the pickup.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb.
To C.D. Lamb. It's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott will try to pick it up himself. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cowboys first down.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's another Cowboys.
Now Prescott. And he fires one incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
Prescott from the gun. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott to throw on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Prescott now. Screen play set up for Williams. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down and 4. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out left to Dotson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the 2nd half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That would put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now Prescott. Inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Cowboys 28.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feel great about themselves.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Again, it's Barkley. They'll get only a couple down at 44.
3rd and 4.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
It's a gain of 8.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd down in the yard.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Again, it's Williams.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
12 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that's deep, particularly the secondary has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
There's Prescott.
28-yard line.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 28 yards. And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. That's to about the 28, second down coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the first down.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They begin the drive with Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Throwing. Prescott. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across across midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
4 yards.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Prescott now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 14. And the Cowboy first down.
A first down carry for Davis.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Looking to throw. Prescott toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here this third quarter. Aubrey now for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score.
So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
4-yard line.
Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, it had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief. Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
They begin with a run by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go again with Davis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Quick slant, Dotson. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line. 7-yard gain. And the Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 7.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage going downfield, how do you account for him now?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen with Davis. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This is taken at the 18. There goes a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
off to Bigsby.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And 12 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A tight formation here. It's third and a yard. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for fourth down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10. From the gun, Bigsby.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. Third and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down.
And that last run is going to set a new NFL record. Most rush yards in a single game by a quarterback, surpassing Justin Fields, who had 178 in 2022 in a ball game. On first and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Another run by Bigsby.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
A big play if you think about it right now, and he's an opener. It's third and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jahan Dotson
from 6 yards away.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be second down. To throw is Prescott. That one too wide and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his fifth kick of the night. And taken right on the 30. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now come the Eagles. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
6 yards there on the keeper at second down. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A run here with Bigsby. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Take Bigsby, 25 yards. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7. Prescott able to hit his target land. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space down just beyond the 35. Prescott from the gun on third. And that is incomplete.
playing for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down, Dallas.
Play action now. Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
Prescott's pass.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and
Up the middle to Davis. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
They might want to mix something up defensively, because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery has been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the one touchdown score to this point.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith.
Here is third down and 4.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 9. Makes it third and
Now a
4.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
Prescott on play action. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard
Well, that
line.
last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis. Here's a second and 3 now from the 33.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a gain of 2.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, it totally was. I thought they'd go to the back knee.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Zach Bond in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. On 3rd down, Davis. And that'll hurt the average.